Today I'm going to show you how to replace the struts or pistons that secure the hood in the upright position. I'm going to start with opening the hood. I will go over the tools needed in order to do this, but however, we're going to start with something metal. I have a metal bar. There happens to be, you can use a broomstick, anything to secure this hood in the up position. I also have the cabin filter and the rear wiper blade on the website, CarStereoHELP.com. And let's get started. Now today we have a 2013 Hyundai Santa Fe, and I'm gonna show you how to replace the struts of the shocks. This one's a little bit different than others. Hopefully you've seen a lot of the other videos on how to replace these, but this one has a little trick to it. Again, the tools we're going to need is something to secure the hood in the up position, which we already have in. We may need a pick tool, a small flathead screwdriver, possibly a pair of pliers. I have a Phillips screwdriver and a couple of little pry bars here to help. So I'm going to set all these up here. And we're going to start with these little plastic anchors here. And we're going to start with it is a Phillips screw, but I like the small flathead screwdriver because it fits a little bit snugger, and if you strip these out you're going to have problems. So what we're going to do is, this is an anchor pretty much, or a clip type anchor, and we're going to take the center of it and unscrew it. But at the same time I'm going to hold the collar that goes around it so it doesn't spin at the same time, otherwise this plastic screw will not come up. Now that we've got that up quite a ways, usually you can take this, wiggle it, and remove the whole entire clip. Now the trick to these clips are, they're somewhat anchors, and what we're going to do is we're going to place this, when it comes time to put this back together, we're going to place this clip back in with the screw in the up position. And with this in the up position, we can, with the flathead screwdriver, help line those tabs to all go back down into the hole, and once you have it in place, pushing it straight in place secures it back where it was originally. And we have 4 of these that go around this plastic panel here that is in the way to allow us to get to the bottom clip for the piston. So we got the top one out. We got one here towards the front. That's unscrewing. If you need help with car stereo removal, speakers, amplifiers, power antennas, anything else that I posted on that deals with automobiles, I posted on the website, CarStereoHELP.com, and that should help. If you have questions, you can always email or call. Now this is the 4th clip here, and I think we got this one released now. Okay, almost. Maybe unscrew it a little bit more. The whole base was turning on this one, so I'm going to hold the base and unscrew this a little bit more to help make this easier to remove. And we pulled this out. Now we have 4 tabs. Again, they're all the same, so you're not going to get them mixed up, and this panel will come right out to allow access to the bottom of the piston. Now I'm going to take my small flathead screwdriver, and we're going to remove the original shock and put the new shock on. Now, in order to remove the original shock, if you look at it closely, there are some little barbs at the top where a screwdriver can either fit in from the top and from the bottom, depending on how it's located. And that goes for the same at the bottom. One at the very bottom and one at the top from the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place our screwdriver in this opening. Here on the top one, the bottom opening works better. And we're going to get under that spring, and we're going to lift it up, maybe I'd say 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, and while it's up you can wiggle this loose. Now you just saw the trunk drop, or excuse me, the hood drop. That's why we have it secured. Now we're going to go down to the bottom. We can move this around a little bit so we can get to the top opening on the bottom. Sometimes a pick tool is needed. I've got the air filter for this vehicle, and the interior air filter and the rear wiper blade replacement on the website as well. I'm going to go in here and lift this spring up slightly. See CarStereoHELP.com. We're going to wiggle this loose. Missed the clamp. Okay. Hey, there we go. And that slides right off. Now, before installing the new piston, we're going to take a rag and wipe these knobs off where the piston's going to go onto. Just get any old dirt and grease and grime off of them. Clean them up. Do that for both of them. I did notice in the openings on the end of each of the pistons down in the hole there is a tiny bit of grease there, but I've decided, since that grease has moved around a little bit since I first took these out of the package, that I am going to add a little bit of grease to the to these pistons here as well. So I have some grease here. Get a little bit out of the, squeeze a little bit out here. There we go. And make sure we just put a little bit of grease and lube these up, even though they do have lube and grease on them already. Alright, now the piston. Make sure you have the other one on the opposite side in case you forget which way this goes on. I'm going to start with clipping the bottom one on first. It just pushes on, wiggles right on. And sometimes the top head or the opposite end does not quite match up, so we're going to have to turn the piston a little bit to get it to match up. And of course the hood's not high enough either. So I'm going to push the hood up a little bit, line it, put this right on, it snaps right in place. That takes care of this one. The other side is just the opposite. Again, if you need help with anything on the car, especially audio-wise, please see CarStereoHELP.com. All the extra tools here were not needed today, which has made this a much easier job. Hope this job's been helpful. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.